Hey guys, it's me, Mooned Papa, and thank you. I can't believe that I've actually hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. Um, I gotta be really honest with you. I was trying really hard at about like the 5-6K range to make lots of content and to keep my YouTube up to date, but I mean, I fell off the wagon big time, mainly because the trading courses that I teach, the Better Traders courses, they're taking off like wildfire, which is great, except that just means there's less time to do stuff right now. So I'm like in this weird transitional place and I'm hoping to have more time to make videos. But I wanted to stop what I'm doing to thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for making this possible. I never thought that I would have 10,000 subscribers, or the Better Traders courses, all this stuff. And it's all thanks to 3Commas. So thanks, 3Commas. I talked. There's a snake in here. Did you hear that? I mentioned on my Discord server, which if you haven't joined yet, it's a public, free Discord server like the library, except better. You can get the link down below in the description of this video. But in that server, I was chatting with people and they were asking questions, of course, about bots and signals or whatever, 3Commas. But they were asking stuff like, wait, because I'd drop stuff like I live in Tokyo, which is true. I do live in Tokyo. But they'd ask stuff like, so like, what do you do there? And what's this and what's that? Like, ask me personal questions. And at the time I was just like, you don't really care. Like, nobody really cares about this stuff. But I said, and I'm holding my word, that once I get to 10K, then I'm going to share a little bit about my life. So here I am, slightly unprepared. And to be honest, I already did this video, but it was really bad, so I'm redoing it. The original one's never going out, ever. Anyway, I thought I would just pick 5 things that I'd share with you about who I am and maybe some things you've been wondering about. So let's tackle the first question you may have. Am I the owner of 3Commas? No, I am not the owner of 3Commas. I will take all of the praise and compliments and none of the hate about the UI or the user interface or any of the tools or the feature requests that you have, which I have them too because I'm a user. I'm an ambassador, which means that I have some clout to my name because I know the platform really well and I teach people how to use it, again, through the courses or here on YouTube. But I don't own any of the company. So, yeah. But I always get a kick out of that question. So I love your company, man. It's great. I love the website, man. I don't know why people are talking like that to me in my mind, but that's how they talk sometimes. The second question I want to answer is, what is that music, that annoying music that has that loop that keeps going over and over and over and over? Stop. That's actually my music. You maybe realized this a while ago. I keep using the same music mainly because I'm too lazy to look up new music, and I'm also too busy to make new music. So these are all tracks that I wrote, I want to say like 4 or 5, maybe even 6 years ago. I think it's closer to 6 years ago. So they're out there on SoundCloud. If you want to listen to them on SoundCloud, go for it. But nobody is listening to this music at all. But I have a really soft spot for disco house, like disco funk, that kind of stuff. Love Daft Punk. I've loved them since early 2000s. So anyway, but yeah, I love disco. I love funk. I love boogie. I like that kind of stuff and sampling it and then just messing with it. So yeah, it's my music. So you're welcome. I know not everybody likes that kind of music, but I do, and it's my channel, so no choice. Question number 3 that you may have. So, Tokyo? Yes, Tokyo. Here, I'll prove it to you. Yeah, I live in Tokyo, Japan, not Tokyo, Texas, or Tokyo, Wisconsin. I live in Tokyo, Japan, and I've been here for the last 11 years. I moved here in 2009. Kind of because, it's funny, kind of because of the housing market crash that happened in 2009, which the movie The Big Short um, covers that event, that financial disaster. I did lose my job because of that. And lots of doors opened up for me to come to Japan, where I currently live. So, this ties into a bonus question, I guess I could answer for you. So, where am I? So, no, we'll call this number 4. So, where am I? I am in my office. This is the office where I work at my job. What's my job? You're going to have to use up another. No, I won't do that to you. I am actually a music teacher. You would never know it because the piano's always closed. But yes, I am actually a music teacher. I made the music, but I mean, just because you make music doesn't mean you're a music teacher. So I work at a Christian international school in Japan, and I teach music. I teach kids how to use Ableton Live, which is really fun. It's the program I like to use to make music. Maybe some of you use Ableton Live, and if you don't, you should give it a shot. It's pretty nice. And I also teach jazz. I know. That was a jazz chord. It's a minor, major, diminished 7, augmented 9. So I like jazz a lot. I went to school for music. I actually went to Berklee in Boston. I'm going way deeper than I really wanted to, but it's right there on the piano. I'm not showing it off, but I'm just giving you a taste of reality. Except some of it's blurred out because I want to hide the important part, which I'll tell you in a second. So yeah, I went to school for music. I went to school and I went to Boston. It was great. I love Berklee. It's a great school, ridiculously expensive, but fantastic, fantastic school. I studied jazz piano, but I was also in a hardcore band on the side. Again, I'm starting to kind of just go off the top of my head about my life, and I don't want to go too far, but I'll give you some things. So, but yeah, I used to be in a hardcore band, if you can imagine that. So I did all this stuff with music, and I love it. And music is still fun. Music is still a part of me, but I've been spending so much more time with 3 commas and behind a computer screen, coming up with courses, coming up with ideas, coming up with tools to make trading better, shooting video, editing video. So I have less time for music, but it's okay because when I get the chance to listen to music or jam out and just like mess around, it's really fun. The last question I'll answer for you is, what is my name? My name is Moonin Papa. Why does everybody keep asking me what my name is? It's a perfectly normal name to be born with. I wasn't born into a cult. No. My name is Aaron. Moonin Papa is just so much cooler than Aaron. But Moonin Papa is a name that I came up with. You'll notice that there's Moomin Papa on some of the thumbnails from the earlier videos that I have, and I used that. But I wisely changed it to Moonin Papa when I realized the channel is actually growing. So I hereby renounce being known as Moomin Papa, and I've been Moonin Papa for a long time. Everybody's listening? Good. Everybody in Finland is listening? Good. So Moonin Papa, like the moon in the sky. Yes. And I'll just say one last thing. I want to just talk just a little bit about my background. I'm not a computer engineer. I'm not a graphic designer. I am not a software developer. I don't have a background in finance. I don't have a background in logistics, and I'm trying to think of all these fancy words that you may be thinking of as qualifications that make someone more believable, or like you'd have to have, or you're thinking, no, I can't do any of the stuff he's talking about because I don't have this degree, I don't have that background, I don't have that knowledge. Me. I came into crypto in 2017 after trading for 2 years before then. And I'd love to tell my story more about my trading journey, but I'll keep it real short now to say that I jumped into crypto and found 3 commas shortly after, literally a month and a half after I came into the crypto world. And I loved it. And as soon as I started using 3 commas, it changed everything. to me having courses about 3 commas, to me having a channel now with 10,000 subscribers, which is rad. And yeah, I say rad. If you didn't know that already, I like that word. But I didn't have this illustrious background knowing how all of this works. I learned. I spent the time, I dug into the tools, asked questions, and then eventually I realized not only how powerful 3 commas is as a trading tool, but the fact that other people can do what I'm doing. And that's what I've been doing these past almost 3 years. I started this channel back in mid-February 2018. My first video was for the 3 commas. They had some sort of like video challenge, and whoever did the best job of showcasing their platform would win something like $10,000 of credits to use for their platform. Who won? I don't know, it wasn't me. But they liked my video enough that they put it on the landing page, and that made my channel blow up in a good way. So thank you again, 3 commas. Without you, this would not be possible. And I thank everybody that's been subscribing, especially people that have been subscribing a long time and putting up with my nonsense and mayhem. And thank you if you've purchased a course from the Better Traders and you've benefited from it. I'm just blown away by all the positive feedback we get and people saying that they've paid off their course, that they're super pumped, that they have tools and they have knowledge so that way they can become a better trader, which is what we're about. That's why we're called the Better Traders. So thank you. Really, thank you. And I hope to do another video when I reach 20K. So when I reach 20,000 subscribers, how about this? When I reach 20K, I'll go ahead and I'll play a song. I'll do some arrangement of like a jazz standard and I'll play it. Whether you want to hear it or not, but that's what I'll do, okay? So again, thank you so much. Stay awesome, stay in the green. Peace.